to Net Front Presence Video Edition, Free Agency Edition. Gordo, we got to break down where the Blues are. A lot of Blues going, not so many coming in. Doug Armstrong, everyone's wondering what's he going to do. He's kind of looking at some of these free agent prices going, man, I'm not so sure about some of this. He's got Vladimir Tarasenko's wanting out, hanging over his head. What's going to happen there? Does make one trade, gets Buchnevich, who I think that's a good trade and a nice extension, a little team-friendly action there, but he needs to do more. Where are the Blues right now as we kind of wait to see what this new-look team looks like?
Yeah, poor Doug Armstrong. He's in a situation where he has no leverage. Vladimir Tarasenko wants out just like Jack Eichel wants out of Buffalo, but in the salary cap world, it's difficult to play somebody, in this case with a $7.5 million cap hit for the next 2 years, coming off multiple shoulder injuries, a miserable campaign. And oh, by the way, he's been, complaints from his camp about the Blues, which are a team run by the well-respected Doug Armstrong.
Has he complained about? He's complained about the doctors and the coaches. Has he started complaining about the ice yet? Or what other complaints are we going to hear from?
The trainers were on him, and then
right.
Of course he wasn't captain, and he wasn't used correctly as far as the power play
Golly,
goes.
why couldn't he be captain? I wonder why.
Yeah, well, the thing is, in a normal world, you could work out a deal for 91, but Vladimir's it's a salary cap world. It's a flat cap. Everybody's up against the cap. There just aren't very many options. Plus, he limits how many teams he wants to go to. So while free agency sort of comes and goes, and pretty much all the good options except Brandon Saad at this taping have gone, here the Blues are sitting there with an unhappy guy eating up a big chunk of their salary cap, and then certainly a need to add another offensive-minded forward to compete for a top 6 spot. So, you lose, to nobody's surprise, Mike Hoffman does not come back. Jaden Schwartz gets a great opportunity in Seattle, good money, good term for him. And none of that's surprising to Blues fans. What is surprising is that, nobody else has come in to replace him so far. The Buchnevich trade, great. There's still a couple players short, counting the fact that Vladdy is in limbo.
Blais, Dunn, Schwartz. Those are 3 guys who kind of check that gritty, Berube-style system boxes. How do they make up for those guys? I mean, they're not going to be the guy you put on the front of your video game cover, but they were some guys who really kind of helped set the tone for this team and did a lot of things that the coach liked.
Well, they're going to obviously have to get Jordan Kyrou, Robert Thomas, get to the next level. Robert's got to get more engaged, to play more Berube-style hockey, make the chief happy. I think Jordan was getting there. You need Zach Sanford, the eternal project that is Zach Sanford, to step it up. You need Barbashev and Sundqvist, these guys to deliver step-forward years. Yeah, right now, that's what you're left with. Ideally, it would have been great to add a Blake Coleman, who went to Calgary instead, and maybe Ben-Fred, because Blake went there. Your dream of getting Matthew Tkachuk could someday come true.
That's what I like to hear.
That is the type of player Daryl Sutter wanted. He got it. Now let's see what happens with Matthew. I don't hold out much hope for that, but I thought I'd throw that in there to make you happy.
I like it, and I hope that that Armstrong is thinking along those lines. Army will do something, Gordo. Mm-hmm. We don't know what, but he's laying in the weeds. He's plotting his move. He's not going to go quietly. He's not going to go spend a bunch of money in free agency if he doesn't have to. Maybe eyeing the trade market a little bit more. Blues fans, I think, are waiting to see what Army does before they react, and that's smart because chances are he'll come up with something. Let's end it here. What's the % chance Vladimir Tarasenko is on the ice when this team starts camp? I say 0.1%.
I might go 5% because he just may run out of options. But boy, he'd have some explaining to do about some of the stuff.
That'd be a heck of a kumbaya session.
Oh
man, that would be something. Well, that would be something to cover for sure. Whatever way it goes, we'll have it covered at stltoday.com. For Jeff Gordon, I'm Ben Frederickson. We'll talk to you next time.